You know we're connected to a mosque.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm illegally parked in the parking lot.
God. Are you parked in the mosque parking lot?
I did. Is that disrespectful?
If you're gay, probably not.
Okay.
Like they're gonna give you a pass.
Yeah. It's all about the loopholes.
All right, 3, 2, mark, rolling.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Hollywood Tales podcast with my good friend Nicky Paris.
Hey, how are you?
Bro, you made me laugh so hard.
I'm illegally parked outside.
So the Jam in the Van is this is the next, this place used to be a rehab center.
Yeah, and I felt it when I walked in. I felt like I belonged here.
Sure.
Yeah.
And now it's a comedy, music, multiplex, whatever, but it's connected to a mosque, which you illegally parked in.
I'm illegally parked in, and I'm going to take my chances. Will I get struck by lightning when I leave here? Probably. But I believe that you said the loophole was that I'm gay. So
No, you said it.
Oh,
Did
right.
I say it? No, I said it.
Somebody said it.
I said it.
And, to the mosque, I'm so sorry. And I drive the Jeep Compass, the dykey one.
I'm going to go vouch for you. Like, I'm going to walk over and be like, he's okay. Trust me. He's with me. I'm not going to be like, oh, okay.
He loves shawarma. He's an emotional eater. He eats the whole kebab, one swallow. Hello.
Bro, let's just dig into it.
Sure.
Are you on that show tonight with Katie or no?
I'm supposed to be popping in, yes.
Oh, you're doing a pop-in set? Guys, Nicky Paris is one of the hottest working comics, not only in LA, like in the country.
In Glendale.
Everybody just loves you and books you, but you also book and help other comics. That's a rare trade because a lot of comics don't do that. I had Jiaying Summers here.
I love Jiaying.
She was here earlier, and it was the first time I met her. But I know she does that a lot. She's like us. She's like me. We produce and book other comics. What makes you want to do that?
Well, I have a little brother with special needs, so I've always been around handicapped people, and now I could do my part in helping the handicapped people around
Here's
me.
$50. I'll get you a gig at the Soho House.
I'm trying to counteract me parking in the mosque. So I'm trying to, right the wrongs.
But you have that producer like brain going on. Like I know that you're an actor in a comic, and
I'm
I
not
get that.
really an actor.
Red carpet. You're on the red carpet.
Yeah, I'm a TV host. I'm like a talk show host. Acting, I'm not a good actor. I don't think because I'm too vulnerable. And I'm too
that's
real.
What acting should be. Is vulnerable.
But here's the whole thing about comedy. Like I didn't realize when you started to get into comedy, people want you to take all these acting roles. I struggled all these years to be myself. Now I have to be somebody else. Nobody told me that. Here I am working on my act, and now I have to be someone else. I barely have a grip on this. So
what's your be all end all? Like where do you see? How old are you, by the way?
I'm gonna be 30 this year. Can you
imagine?
imagine?
Really? You're such a young buck.
I'm not really.
Are you technically a Gen Z? Are you Gen Z or millennial?
I'm a millennial, which
means
means
you don't act like it. Though.
Which means I can't do long division or any type of math.
But you don't act like a millennial to me. Like you're ahead of your time.
Well, it's because I've been bruised emotionally and physically, and I'm reaching that age where I finally understand the music of Kelly Clarkson, because I've been hurt. And I have been wronged by men and many people in my life.
Where were you born?
I was born in Staten Island, New York, which people always were like, oh, you're trash, you're disgusting. And it's always the people that are from Alabama. And at least I don't finger my cousin on a tractor. My cousin is Alyssa Milano, but our families don't talk. Yeah.
I used to hang out at her house.
Really?
That's a good Hollywood tale.
Really?
I'll say something nice about her.
So is this show called Hollywood Tales like story, or is it all the Hollywood tale that you fucked?
I was very. She was
not Alyssa, but I'm sure you've had some Hollywood tale.
I've never slept with anybody famous. No, I sleep.
You've never even masturbated in front of a mirror.
B level. I sleep with B actors.
Well, those are the people that are really willing to go the extra mile. They'll cup the balls. They'll put their back in a way that others won't.
Is Alyssa Milano really your cousin?
Yeah, but our families don't talk.
Interesting. Are you friends with her?
I've never met her, but when I was born, they said
interesting.
There was already the fallout before I was born, but I would love to connect.
My friend Pantera Sarah, who is I should have her on this podcast. She won't come down here for some reason. She was the hottest the hottest club promoter like in Hollywood back in the day. And we used to run down Sunset Boulevard, and she like literally ran everything. And she had everybody in her playlist. Hugh Hefner, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Cameron Diaz. Like the list goes on and on. Alyssa Milano was one of her, in her crew. And Alyssa would have like game nights and like fun things at her house. Like PG-13 stuff, not people doing coke and all that. Like, really,
Bummer.
Sucks, right? But she was always really nice to everybody, and she was very like spiritual. She had like a little, what do you call it, rosary. She was very like blessing people.
I've heard stories that she used to sign autographs on my mother's back. So I am here in defense of my mom.
Wow.
So when you talk to Pantasia Sarah or whatever you said her name was,
Pantera.
Whatever. Tomato.
You're gonna meet her one day.
I would love to.
She'll love you.
I would hope so.
So the rosary. All right. So I didn't know that about
Yeah.
Alyssa. I wasn't that close to her. I just went to her house a couple of times.
You just played Yahtzee and you were like, I'm getting out of here.
Sometimes you just get invited to these like Hollywood
I know.
parties, and you go, "I'll just come fucking hang out."
Right. And sometimes it's awkward. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, why are we playing Twister and
Yeah.
keeping all our clothes on? Let's take it up a notch.
So let me ask you this: you start in New York,
Mhm.
and I ask hard questions here on the
Yeah,
Hollywood,
no, I know. I'm there's a log flume of sweat going into my asshole right now, like a log flume. I'm very nervous. Ed's gonna pull up my tax records from the last 3 years. He hits
might,
the hard hitting questions.
I'm a detective on this podcast. You'd be surprised, bro. Some people that I really thought I knew would come on my podcast, and I'm like, "Hey, how did you get started?" They're like, "My dad beat me," and I'm just like, "Oh shit!"
I got beat a lot, but I deserved it.
I got beat
I was
too.
very fresh.
I got beat too.
Yeah.
But you grew up in New York, Italian, grew up in New York, and when did you realize you were gay?
When I saw George of the Jungle,
The cartoon or the
the film with Brendan Fraser.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
What year was that?
95, 96, and I had my first chub, and I knew that
Your first?
chub,
What does that mean?
a minor boner, not a full one.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
chubby.
only- yeah, a chubby, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And that's how I knew I was gay. But everybody knew I was gay before me. People would always be like, and when I was in middle school, "You're gay, fag," and I'd be like, "Why are they calling me that?"
And how old were you?
I was like 12, 13.
But you never thought or knew it before that.
I was in denial. I had girlfriends.
But not denial, but you like guys before that.
No, not really until I went to high school. I remember I went on a date with this girl. I had a girlfriend. Her name was Lauren. And we went to the movies, and her dad gave me a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar action figure. And I was like, what type of Barbie is this? I was so confused. So that what should have been a sign right then and there.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
No, but like
for different reasons.
not like a Ken
No.
doll, like a 6'7",
Yeah.
black guy with goggles.
Yeah.
A Muslim.
I
by
think
the
he
way.
thought that he was giving me memorabilia. And I said, what the fuck is this? Can't
So
put this in Barbie's dollhouse.
So when did you like agree with your, I guess, homosexuality? I don't know. Is that the word? I don't know. Is that too much? I'm sorry, bro.
Is this a religious podcast? What
Bro,
did I sign up for?
I ask hard questions.
No, I could hear them
do
setting
you-
my car on fire in the mosque parking lot as we speak. I think
You know I would kill for you.
I would kill for you. I love you too.
I'm just asking you because
Yeah.
I like this podcast to be like really raw and genuine.
No,
It's
I
not,
love
it's not,
that.
It's not like a comedic.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy podcast.
No, yeah, you're raw dogging it, no lube. I would say that there was a guy in high school who I knew who was like the star of the school, and he was gay, and everybody loved him and wanted to be his
Star.
friends.
What do you mean star of the school?
Like everybody, he was just like a celebrity. Like
Was
everyone.
he an athlete?
No, he was just gay, and had Greek hair, and he had a nice faux hawk.
But he didn't do anything.
No,
Like wasn't this like an athlete?
he was like in the school plays.
Theater.
And he was,
All right. He was in
yeah.
a play. All right.
Uh-huh.
But he was good looking and
Very good
charismatic.
looking, and I said, "Wow, maybe I could be like that too." So he like inspired me in a way to really come out of my shell that I don't know if I would have if I didn't see how loved he was.
What happened to him?
He's dead now. No, he's I think he's alive. I don't know what happened to him.
I would be interested to see what he was doing.
Well, he's actually here. He's actually in the mosque parking lot as well. Are you here? Come out of take off the burqa, please, and come out of.
Too much, bro.
But I'm looking for love in LA, and I'm very picky. The
So
only
hold on.
Yeah.
So this guy inspires you.
Mhm.
You come out,
Mhm.
and you come out how?
I came out in spite because I got in trouble in school. I was in all the school plays, and I also loved to drink in high school. I had a fake ID. I've been in bars since I was 13, and I'm not going to apologize for being fun. Not here, not then. So I
at
had
me.
cut school to go to the St. Patrick's Day parade, and I was actually starring in Peter Pan, which no straight person ever says.
Right.
So I went to the city. I got drunk. I smoked pot with a homeless person, and then I was dumb enough to go back to the school drunk, and the assistant principal was there. And she was like, I have to call all of your parents and let them know that you cut school. She was like, I'm not going to tell them that you were drinking, but I have to let them know that you cut school. So my mom is very conservative, very religious. She was like, he did what? He's out of the play. And she made me drop out of the play the night before the show.
Oh shit.
So how did I get back at them? I came out.
How? Like, what did you?
I came home.
What was the process?
I came home the next day and I said, I know you're upset that I was cutting school and that you took me on the play. Well, if you're upset now, I'm gay. And I just dropped a bomb, and they both started hysterical crying, and it felt so good.
You know, I told my mom and dad that I was going to be an actor, and the same reaction happened.
Similar.
And my dad said, "Are you a gay?"
He really did. I love a gay.
I was like, "There's no such. That's not even a term, Dad." Like, no, I'm not. Yeah, whatever. He's like, "You're gay." I was like, "No, I just like want to be an actor." So your parents, did they accept you now?
They realized they had no choice. They
Yeah.
they really were
That
like
kind of
tried to-
that's what happens. You kind of just like let time go by, and
Yeah.
then they come back around, right?
I didn't even care that I wasn't in the play, but the girl who played the kangaroo in like the play, she couldn't see out of her mask and fell off the stage and broke both of her legs. So
Ouch.
the fact
that's
that
a
I
different podcast.
But the fact that I missed that, I love stuff like that, and I will regret that for the rest of my life that I couldn't be there because I find shit like that funny. So I was robbed of that memory for my highlight reel of my life.
But where are you at now with your parents?
Now my mom
They're
thinks
alive.
They're
hopefully?
alive. My mom thinks she's Dina Lohan. She thinks that I should get paid.
Are they together?
They
your
count my
parents?
money. Yes,
And do they accept you? Obviously?
they've accepted me, and
How did they? What was the? Was there a conversation? They were like, Nicky, okay, thanks for paying rent. Like, or we love you now. Like, what was that? Because I'll tell you my acceptance speech. My dad saw me in a movie, and he was like, we always knew. Yeah.
and that's how it changes, right?
I was in the executive decision with Kurt Russell and Halle Berry and Steven Seagal. I played terrorist number 4, and my dad wouldn't talk to me for 7 years. And I had like 7 seconds on this in this movie, and my dad was like so proud, and he was like, "Yes, that's my son." I was like, "Bro, you called me a gay
Right.
7 months ago."
It's not like I was in cabaret either. I was in a.
But did your parents like? What made them go? Okay, that's my son, and we accept him and agree like what he's up to.
You
Gay
know,
or not?
I don't
like,
know if there was a
artistically.
certain moment, like, but I to be honest with you, I really can't pinpoint one moment. But like this weekend, I'm playing the Borgata in Atlantic City, and my mom bought like 25 tickets for everybody in my family.
Is your family from there?
Yeah, I'm from the East Coast.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so they're big fans now. I think they're gonna Britney Spears me and put me in a conservatorship if I'm
But they
not.
tell their friends, right? They promote you. They're like, my son Nicky is gonna be here. But what was the changing? Like, what pendulum swung? What made them go? What was their aha moment?
I don't think there was one. To be honest with you, I think they started to see that I was making money, and I think that they're gonna plot to kill me so they could steal it. Have you ever heard of the Lindsay Lohan story?
Yeah, it's like Dateline NBC going on. over
That's
here.
my life, except I don't have as many freckles.
Excuse me. I just
Yeah,
burped.
is that what?
Let's
Are you
talk-
giving birth
I
through
just
your
burped.
throat? What happened?
Let's talk about how we met. How did we meet?
We met at a glory hole. No, we met. Just kidding. I'm trying to work the room, okay? I didn't think I was on fucking the Cold
Bro,
Case podcast.
You know what? I was gonna not put this hat on, but I'm going Rage Against the Machine twice. I just saw them in Chicago.
How were they?
Oh my god!
They're incredible.
After I saw them, I think I became gay.
Wow.
It's
Call
really,
your dad. Be like, you were right.
Bubba, well, that's a good age. My dad passed away, but thank you.
I'm so sorry. I'll pray
No,
up
it's okay.
the message.
Rage Against the Machine is on tour right now, and if you have not seen this band live, you have to go see this band live. It's as if they've never even like split or broken up. Zach De La Rocha's voice is butter. Tom is on point. Tom got tackled on stage. I don't know if you saw that.
Is that somebody in the band?
You see that? Tom Morello, is he somebody in the band? He's the guitar player guy.
I just wanted to make sure you knew. I would love to get tackled
I'm sorry,
on stage.
the lead guitarist? Yeah, he's kind of in the band.
He's not the merch guy.
He wasn't selling merch.
Selling popcorn.
He's like up there next to. He was in Toronto, and somebody went to, I think, do a stage dive, and the security guy thought that they were going to tackle Tom, and so the security guy accidentally tackled Tom.
Wow.
And then Tom came back off stage. It's on TikTok, and Tom came back and did this WWE like, whatever, I'm back, bitch. You can't kill me. And his guitar tech gave him his guitar, and he kept on playing. Like, it was kind of cool.
That's pretty badass. He's raging against the machine and security. And now that's rock and roll.
So you start your thing in New York, and then you come to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that treat you, like right out of the gate?
I was a mess. I used to walk the streets.
What year is that?
And cry. 2018.
Doing what?
I'm just trying to get out around here.
Like a part-time job. Like, what were you like? How were you getting by?
Yeah, I was
not an
doing
easy place.
stand-up for sure. I was consulting in the music industry at that time, and I was very lost. I would say for sure. I had no friends. I was like homeless for a week, and then I just started.
Where would you stay?
I was
In
staying.
your car, or?
Yeah, in Studio City, which was not great. And then, things just started to work out. I mean, I started booking TV things, like different TV hosting jobs, and I was saving my money and doing stand-up and touring. But even when I first moved back here, I was going back and forth a lot. And which really, I don't know if you love to travel. I love to sit and do nothing. The pandemic has taught me I would have been a great paraplegic. Just to sit and do nothing. That's what I'm really passionate about, is sitting.
I like traveling. I think LA has a stagnant energy about it. Like, if you're here for too long and you're caught up in the scene for too long, and if you don't leave, it's easy for you to get caught up in the, it can become very stagnant. And like everybody's, the old saying, familiarity breeds contempt.
I haven't heard that one. Is that a
familiarity
breeds
contempt.
Content.
No, contempt.
Contempt.
You never heard that? Familiarity breeds contempt.
Is that Judy Blume?
When people get too familiar with you, they resent you.
I feel like that sometimes. It's so funny you say that. Yeah.
You know that saying, Wolf? Or yeah, you heard it. Wolf's an old wolf.
Oh.
By the way, Wolf Ramirez, bro, dude, we gotta get a GoPro. He doesn't want to be on camera. This guy's a fucking awesome musician. Just played the troubadour. He produces and directs and edits and does all our stuff for the podcast. So thank you, my friend. But
I'd like to have a follow-up interview with Wolf.
You should. I'm trying to get like a camera on him, but they don't want to do it yet for some reason. He doesn't want to do it.
Wolf's like, I only feel myself under the moon, howling. I will not be on camera.
Familiarity breeds contempt. When people get too familiar with you, they don't like you for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like that.
And they bite the hand that feeds you.
I've been bitten by people.
I'm sure you have. Let's get deep, Nicky. Are you dating anybody right now?
I am not dating somebody right now because I'm very picky and I go for looks. And the people that try and pick me
You're
up.
so cocky.
No, but I'm not cocky. I put look, Ahmed. It's not cocky. Hear me out. I'm okay looking. I don't think, but
you're really good looking.
At one point in my life, I thought I was.
You're a very good looking guy. I'm not gay. I'm just saying, if I was, you're a good looking dude.
Would that sound like a balloon animal at the carnival? I mean, it's after that little noise, good thing you're not gay. Jesus Christ. But no, at one point in my life, I was not in reality. I thought I was like a George Clooney. And when I came, no, really, I thought I was gorgeous. And I had to come back into reality. But I think it's my personality that scares people.
You're alpha. You're alpha gay.
I'm alpha in personality, but I'm really not.
You know who was here earlier? Bill Dawes.
Okay.
You know Bill.
Of course.
Bill and I were talking, and Wolf was here. He's alpha. People don't like, comics especially, they don't like alphas. They don't like alpha people. We're not acceptable because people don't like that extra energy. Katie Cazorla, she's alpha.
Do you think I'm alpha? I don't think I am.
I think you're alpha in a gay way.
What is that? What is that, like being like a three-legged dog? What type of backhanded compliment is that?
I'm gonna get canceled.
I think I will first. I'd love to.
I think you have a very like upfront, to the point. Like
Yeah.
you don't bullshit. Like you tell people.
No,
like,
I do.
You. That's why I attracted myself to you, because I was like, oh, this motherfucker knows what he wants, says what he wants, you know.
Yeah.
But you're respectful. You're not like too snappy. You're a little snappy, but you're not too snappy.
Not too snappy. No, I'm like a Yorkie from the Sarah McLachlan commercial.
I think
where
you're
she
one of
beat
the greatest of all time, bro. I love you and respect
Wolf.
you.
I hope you're writing this down, Wolf. Okay, I don't want to fucking see you taking tokes in the corner. You better be writing down all this information because I'm getting it tattooed as a tramp stamp.
I asked you to come on this podcast because secretly and selfishly, I'm just trying to bank like awesome content. And I was like, who has great fucking content? And you do.
Thank you. But I really am looking for love. And I'm trying to date uglier people. I'm trying not to go for looks. And you know what? If you have a lazy eye, that's okay. You could look behind me if somebody's coming to attack me. But
Bro, we go to Riverside.
Yeah. No. Great. Then I could be into amputees. I'm open to it all. Are you missing a limb? Was it bitten off by a Rottweiler? Here's my chance to start again. But I've been single for almost 30 years. I haven't really been in a really serious
Do
relationship.
you want anybody? Like, is that even on your radar?
Kinda, but not somebody that's like too annoying. Or that like
I know, but what's your 5-year plan, bro? Like,
and
what do you in 5 years? Where do you see yourself landing?
probably in rehab.
Well, you're at the Jam in the Van studios.
Former. I see myself. Bless you, Wolf.
He sneezed when I said that. That's a
Nervous
sign.
habit in the corner. No.
Trust me, that was a sign. When I said that, and you arrived.
He's jittering. No, in 5
But do you
years.
see yourself like as a star in a show, living on an island,
Like Amelia Earhart?
married? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
My dream is to be a
You said
talk
you're-
show host.
Talk show
A
host.
late night talk show host. That's my dream.
Which I think you would be a great host for.
Thank you so much. If you could only tell the investors and people with
You'll
the
do
power.
it. You don't need me. You'll get there.
Don't be so sure. But I would love to be a talk show host. Maybe I would love to have kids because I can't afford an assistant right now. And it's exhausting to pick up my own phone.
So would you do kids? Sorry, I'm just gonna ask this. Like, I'm just curious. Adopt? Like, how would you do that?
Well, I think I would use my sperm and probably have a casting call.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want
With
no
who?
Quasimodo looking bitches carrying
Who
my
do you
child.
want? Alicia Silverstone? Like, who do you?
Well, she feeds her child like a bird through her mouth, so I wouldn't want
I
my
matched
kid.
with her on a dating app.
How did that go?
She's in Greece.
I loved
That's
her.
a true story.
I loved her in Batman.
Was she in Mad Men?
Yeah, she played Batgirl. I used to have her action figure. That's another reason I don't know.
Oh, Batman.
Yeah.
I said Mad Men. Oh, that's right. She was in fucking.
She was incredible in that movie.
I matched with her on a dating app. Isn't that weird?
Let's hit her up.
No, my friend was like, "How desperate is this bitch?"
Wait, really? Was it on Raya? I would hope it wasn't like Bumble or just
No,
something
bro, it was like
skanky.
Hinge or whatever.
Wow, that's sad.
And then she's like, "Hey, I'm in Greece," and I was like, "Hey, good luck." And like, I'm not trying to date her, but
I think you guys would be
I
an
think it would
amazing
be-
couple.
funny story, and I hate to put this out there, but I'm going to. I wrote a TV show with her in mind. Isn't that weird? Years ago, called Ahmed and Annie. Yeah, Ahmed and Annie.
And she would be Annie.
She's not Ahmed.
In these day and times, I would say, get with the times. You should be Annie, and
But
should be Ahmed.
she never knew it. And I wrote it with this guy named Barry Blaustein, who I'm friends with, who wrote Coming to America. He's
Yeah.
like a legit
Classic.
writer, and he quit Hollywood and whatever. And we wrote this show, and it never prevailed. But yeah, then I matched with her on a dating app, and I thought, that's cryptic. That's weird.
I think a dating app is the perfect place to pitch a script. I think that would have been. I really think that would have been a good place. A good follow-up question, like, what's your social security number? Just you're already in there.
Hi, Alicia. I'm not interested in you, but I have a great movie that I was
Right.
trying to write around you.
Have you ever saw yourself as an Annie?
All right. So what's next then for you?
I feel like I'm exhausting you. Do you need a Vicodin?
No. We banked how many podcasts? This is podcast number. Yeah. I've been sitting here for 4 hours interviewing people.
Who has been the most annoying guest you've had so far?
You?
Thank you so much.
I'm joking.
It's an honor.
I'm
I'd like to
joking.
thank the Academy.
Actually, none of them.
Really?
I don't ask annoying people to come in here. I ask really cool, polite, like, right? Has anybody ever been in like annoying or? No. There's got to be one person you didn't like.
See how the truth changes? See it.
Really, Wolf? Nobody? Yeah, everybody's been like really nice. I've had like
Well, everybody loves you.
hot chicks. I invite people that like I trust and like they trust me. Even Jiaying Summers, who I just met today.
She's special. I love her.
Bro, I've never even met her in person. And she came in and she was super nice and she did the thing and took the pictures and she's nice. I like her. Like she was
I
professional,
love her.
right?
Mhm.
But I don't, I don't push. They don't push. It's pretty fluid, right? Wolf, give me the 10-minute sign.
I'm not leaving, Wolf. Take me out by my hair. I'm just getting started. I am joining the Jam in the Van board and room program, and I will be eating all my meals here. Pull me
Bro.
out by my hair. Fight me.
Bro,
Yeah.
just so you know, we'll do multiple episodes here again, and I do like my guest hosts. So I just sit back and you run it, and then we get a guest. You know what I mean? Would you want to do that with me?
I would be honored, Ahmed.
I love you so much.
As long as I get a Rage Against the Machine
T-shirt.
T-shirt, a hat,
you-
jockstrap. Beggars
I'll-
can't be
I'll get you
choosers.
something.
Perfect.
I'll buy you something.
Thank you.
I'll take you to a concert.
Have you ever crowd surfed?
No, I'm 52. I'm not trying to break my spine.
Yeah. Sciatica or whatever people at that age.
Yeah, I have sciatica.
Is it sciatica, not sky?
You said whatever those people at that age.
Uh,
I'm sitting right here, bro.
just in general, at the mosque next door, where I want to know what ailments people are praying away. I want to get to know the community. Is that so wrong?
You're the best and the worst I've ever met in my life.
The compliments just keep coming.
What's next for you?
I'm going to New York.
Yeah, you do a lot of stuff in New York. With
do.
Eric what's his name?
Eric D'Alessandro, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, talk about that.
Sure. So we're both Italian. We both could be models, depending
How
if you
did
squint.
how did you guys? Because he books you a lot.
Well, we're childhood friends.
Oh, I
from
didn't know
Staten
that.
Island.
Oh.
Yeah. 2 minutes count. What else do you want to know?
Just
I'm
tell-
not leaving. Wolf is gonna have to pull me out.
Just tell us your best. Tell us your best. It could be dark. It could be funny. It could be whatever. Lighthearted. Your funniest tale.
Well, can I say the
From
most
the
recent
beginning.
one?
Yeah.
Sure.
of
This is.
course.
I'll give you a couple. This actually happened to me this past weekend because I do a lot of red carpets, and I know we're talking on the phone.
Yeah.
I got to interview Kevin Bacon
Yes.
at the final premiere.
Who, by the way, Bill Dawes was on his or is on his show.
City on a Hill.
Is that the show that we were talking about?
You guys don't
Bill-
miss a beat with the guests.
Bill Dawes is on a Showtime show. Is that the Showtime show?
I think it might be that.
Yeah.
Wolf did the fact checking on the Googler.
Yeah. So Bill Dawes, who
Who
was
I
here
love.
earlier, was on or is on his show as a recurring character. But he says nobody watches the show.
I'm gonna start taking out advertisement on different buses and bus stops because I love Bill and I will do my part as a friend.
I love Bill. I love Kevin Bacon too.
Yes, me
One of my
too.
favorites.
And one time he cut me online at a breakfast buffet, and I almost brought it up to him. I wanted to be like, Bacon, you fucking cut me on the line. but I didn't. All right, so I do a lot of these red carpets, and you know, I have to tell you, I don't have a lot of self confidence. A lot of people wouldn't believe this. I think I'm one of the best people who does the red carpet.
Yeah, you're great.
Because
You're
I
great.
make it fun. Everybody
Yeah,
on
you're
the
great.
carpet is like boring compared to what I'm doing. So all right, so we waited for. I got a call on Sunday. This person's sick. Can you fill in and do this red carpet premiere? All I wanted to do was smoke weed and watch Legally Blonde too.
But who's calling you? Do you have like an
I'm
agent?
a host on a network. on
I
a
know,
TV
but it's
network.
like is an
I have a whole
agent
team.
or a producer calling you? Like, how are you getting these gigs?
Why do you seem so surprised? I'm getting this.
No, I
He's
know.
like, I can't. He's like, are you still jerking off Harvey Weinstein?
I'm just
Who is
like,
calling you
who
to get-
reps you? Like, who
Yeah,
reps you?
I have a whole team.
Okay, I'm sorry, just asking.
No, so I get this call because I was getting so into. Look at I see the, look at these two. Look at the fucking
Bro, I'm
Beavis
just,
and Butthead in the corner.
I don't have a team.
Look at how
He's
they're
my
looking at
team.
each other. Wolf,
All
I'm
right,
sorry to
I'm
wake
sorry.
you. All right, all right. So listen.
You're such an asshole.
So I
love
do
you.
this red carpet, right? And I was tired. It was a Sunday. It was like, today's my first day off in a really long time. But Kevin Bacon's gonna be there, so let me go. So I interview. It's this new horror thriller movie that takes place at a conversion camp, and they kill off. It's called They Them, and they kill off the different LGBTQ kids in the camp, which really I think sounds like my parents' fantasy. I was like, this movie was stolen from my mother's journal. So, so I'm a sweater. I'm out there in the hot sun trying to hide my underboob sweat, right? So the movie premiere started at 7:00. Kevin Bacon, of course, big star, shows up at like 6:58. So there's like other media ahead of us, and you know all the A-list media like People, NBC, Today Show, Forbes. Like they'll get to them before I do. So I'm usually the last person that the person talks to, right? So 2 people before me, the publicist goes, "Kevin's not doing any more interviews," and I was like,
That's a
I got
rub.
dressed for this.
Yeah.
So I said, I have to think fast. So as he's walking by me, I had word vomit, and I screamed, "I came out of the closet after watching Footloose," which I never even saw Footloose, but I committed to the minute. Because I said, how is he not going to stop? And he did. It's on my Instagram. That's what I accidentally texted you. I was texting and driving on my way here before I pulled into the mosque. And I literally, and he stopped.
I'll send that to Wolf.
Because how could he not? And, you know, he did the interview with me.
Because you said you came out of the closet after you watched Footloose.
Footloose.
Was that a true story?
I've never seen Footloose. I've seen, but I would like to. Kevin, I'm not a liar. I just know how to be in the moment. And so I haven't seen Footloose, and I hope his feet are tighter now. But I heard it's an amazing movie and a classic. And
You have to watch it.
And I got one question with him. Like they were literally like, you can have one question because we're like we just told all these people no. And the other reporters, they were pissed. All the other gay men. I thought I was going to get stabbed with like a nail file or something. I was very scared of what could happen. So he plays a gay conversion camp leader. And I just said to him, you know, Kevin, you look so good in every movie. If I went to this gay conversion camp, if you were the counselor, I'm afraid I'd be gayer. And he was just like so fly. He loved that question. And just to make him laugh was kind of really cool. So and in that moment, but if I didn't scream at him and say that about Footloose, he would have kept walking. I'm really a nuisance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Paris. Give it up for him.
I love Ahmed, and I love Wolf too. And I love all the animals that are extinct.
That's a great Hollywood tale, by the way.
Thank you.
Follow Nicky Paris on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You're on TikTok, I
am.
guess, too, right? You'll be back here. Come co-host.
I would love to.
We'll do a thing.
I will be here in a Rage Against the Machine shirt.
Dude, thank you. You're
Thank
so
you.
fun. I love you.
I love you.
Wolf Ramirez, appreciate you, brother. Our producer, editor extraordinaire behind the scenes. Jake Cutler, Dave Bell, the owners, Jake Trainer, venue manager, Jack Higgins, creative director, and all the staff here at Jam in the Van. Go to jaminthevan.com. Check out Hollywood Tales podcast on all the podcast platforms and YouTube. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. That was fun.
Was that
dude.
okay?
That was fucking great.